Alright, timer just started. Let's do this shit. So,
Orochimaru snake, so it looks like Naruto get.
Alright, so we got 52 minutes left. I can cut all this shit out. I just wanted to make sure I had a solid start.
Yeah,
So, Dave, not Dave, Cam, this is your idea. You do the intro for this episode.
hold up, I'm sick. I got pop a pill.
Yo!
This nigga is wild, break the shit. Yo, chill out.
No, we ain't starting like that. Welcome to the OREEBROS podcast. No, I'm doing this shit. Fuck you. No, welcome to the Shut up! Welcome to the OREEBROS podcast. My name's Dakota. I'm here with Dave and Cam. Yo, can't take y'all nowhere.
Hell nah, that nigga's wild. Nah.
Nah. You know what? I was gonna edit that out.
I'm good.
That's our intro.
I'm done.
No, that's the intro. I don't care. That's the intro.
So every episode, that ass. That shit.
You know what? If we gonna start every episode like that, Dave, you gotta start it like that. Introduce yourselves. My name's Dakota.
What's poppin'? It's Cam.
It's your boy.
No, this is gonna be the most unedited shit ever. I'm gonna keep all this in.
OREEBROS Rap Podcast.
Nah, bro, we gonna need some special effects and some shit in here.
So you ain't gonna introduce yourself, Dave?
I did.
Oh, that's the intro. Okay. All right. So Cam, what were you saying earlier about your fucking intestines wrapping around the Earth?
So you're saying that your intestines can wrap around the whole planet. Now, what I'm saying is, if your intestines can't wrap around your whole planet, how the fuck that shit get out of your system so fast?
Out of your system?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like how that, like shit, like out of your system.
So you mean when you eat something?
Like when you eat something, and then that shit goes through your body like real quick.
How's that happen?
Exactly. Like how the fuck does that digest so quick?
I think that's something you'd have to ask your doctor.
Exactly, but like that don't make no sense.
I mean,
your intestines can go around the whole planet, right? How is fluid moving so quick that it's faster than light? Let's say that you just drunk, right? So let's say that you just had some like some milk, and I know that you're lactose. You know what I mean?
Lactose intolerant, yes.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't about to finish it. That shit way too long. So yeah, let's say that you had milk. And that goes through your body mad quick, and then like you throw it up or some shit. Well, not throw it up, but like your bowels.
Okay.
I'll get there so quick. How long does it take to travel to Earth? Like in one loop. You see what I'm saying?
I kind of do. I'm just got a question for you. What were you doing when you thought of this?
You know what I was doing.
Our listeners don't.
Stay fly.
He was deep
in the sky. This nigga Dave gay.
So you were high when you thought of this?
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
Yes, Dakota. Oh, judging in the area. Rule the court, 1 IU.
All right, well, back on. Let's get back to like an actual topic. Let's talk about the NFL.
Hold up, wait a minute. That was a good topic. You know it.
Nah, that topic was fucking ridiculous. That's what it was. Let's talk about an actual topic that our viewers actually might give a shit about. Let's talk about the NFL.
Like how the Bears are getting smashed?
No. Before we talk about shit about Dave's Bears, let's say what all the teams we support. I'm a Patriots fan, till death.
No.
Cam.
Even if Brady's not on it.
I know what it is.
Cam, what team you support?
That's cool.
Speak up.
Yo, Dave, bro, you remember that video? You dad broke that you need it back. Bye, cuz. You already know what it is. 40 and Dave.
Cam, what team? Pats. Alright, and Dave?
I don't support no team.
What he means by that is he's ashamed to admit that he's a Bears fan.
I'm not ashamed. I'm just gonna say I'm ashamed in the picking they have on their team.
Well, how do you feel about Justin
Niggas,
Fields? He doesn't
they
look too
play
bad.
like. Besides him, the rest of them look like rookies.
I mean, you're not
Defense is
wrong.
terrible.
You guys have a good.
Overall, this team is terrible. They haven't been good since like the early 2000s.
I don't think you guys are gonna have a good upside until you fire your coach. Personally, Matt Nagy's just a fucking horrible coach.
He was good, but then he started to become terrible.
I agree. I mean, like I said,
Overall, I got nothing else to say.
Patriots this year, they're fucking turning it around. It's currently week 10. We stomped out the fucking Browns today, and I'm really happy about that. We beat the Chargers. We're on a 4-win streak. I think we're making a good push towards the playoffs. Mac Jones, I'm not going to be one of those people that says he looks like the next Brady, but he looks good. He's looking real good. Cam?
What's good?
Any thoughts? Any thoughts?
Well, I ain't putting my money on the Bears no more.
I mean, I'm gonna agree with that. So I don't know something about them
They lost me a
Bears.
couple parlays. I ain't even gonna cut.
Listen, a lot of the time, like today, fucked me bad. I had a parlay. I did a parlay for the first time. I was like, I hate the Steelers. I'm gonna be honest. I hate the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I was like, you know what? Detroit Lions haven't won a game yet. I'm gonna go for them. Tell me why they decided to, in Pittsburgh against the Lions, the 0-9 Lions, they tied 16-16.
Oh, they did tie 16-16. I remember my coworker telling me.
Some bullshit. And my parlay, I had the Lions winning, but they didn't count that as a win or a loss. So technically, I lost, according to them.
You know who's been playing good this year? The Cowboys.
Okay. Cowboys are a sleeper team in the NFC. They're definitely going to win the NFC least, because it's the shittiest division in the NFL. They got the Giants, Washington Redskins. I'm never going to call them the Washington football team. And then, who is it?
Going Washington State.
Let's see, Washington, Cowboys, Dallas, and Eagles. That's who it is. So I think they're gonna win their division. I think the playoffs this year are gonna be really interesting. I think the NFC Championship game is gonna be the Rams, especially after they picked up Odell Beckham Jr. versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are gonna go to the Super Bowl once again. And AFC, I don't see anybody beating the Bills, especially since Derrick Henry got hurt. So I think it's gonna be the Bills and the Buccaneers, and Brady's gonna get his 8th ring. What do you guys think? What do you guys think is gonna happen this year for the playoffs?
I ain't gonna lie.
Not the Bears.
Bro, shut the fuck up. I'm friendly on every single team. Yeah, I hate the Bears now, but the Bears will always be in my heart, bro.
I get that. I mean, I understand. If the Patriots suck.
It's like New England and their Patriots. I'm the same about my Bears, bro.
No, it's just right now since they suck, it's easy. Like if the Patriots sucked right now, I wouldn't expect you guys to be like, oh, they're doing good. I don't want you guys to talk shit. So I get it. So Cam, what were you saying? For your playoff prediction, Super Bowl?
Oh, I was gonna say the Pats. They're definitely gonna be in the Super Bowl this year. Be honest, Pats and not the Bears. Definitely not. Fucking maybe the Cowboys. Cowboys versus Pats.
I wouldn't even be mad at who wins that game because even if the Cowboys win, if that game were to happen, I think it would be a very high-scoring game. I think the only thing that would run the Patriots down, other than our wide receiver depth, would be Mac Jones' experience in the playoffs. But the Cowboys are just loaded this year. They got CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott. They're just looking so good.
Yeah, but like, there's also a couple other teams that are making people mad. And like, it's mad difficult because like they're playing so damn good this year. Like the Cardinals. Man, I got a Cardinals hat on the wall. I don't even use that.
The Cardinals are looking good. Kyler Murray, if he didn't miss this week and last week, I would have thought he would have been MVP.
Exactly. Plus, wait, but they did get blown out. Well, not really blown out, but
Did they?
Like, Pretty. Hmm?
They lost today, but it was they didn't have
Yesterday.
the three of their best players.
That's true.
So I don't really count that as on their record books. It's a loss, but it's not really a loss. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
Like if the Buccaneers if they lose a game, but they don't have Brady, Gronk, Mike Evans, it's not necessarily a loss as a morale. It's more of a we don't have our best players in the field. Like if the Lakers lose without LeBron, regardless of who else they have, what are they gonna say? Oh, LeBron didn't play.
Yeah, that's like every game now.
Also, Cam, can you put your mic a little closer to your mouth?
My bad, man. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better. You're just fading out a little bit. So, Dave Young,
My
what do you think?
bad.
What do you think for the Super Bowl this year?
Cowboys.
Okay, Cowboys and who?
Hey.
Cowboys.
Just Cowboys winning it all?
Yes.
All right, I just heard your Xbox turn on in the back.
I didn't think to cut that on. I put my Doritos next to it by accident, and the back just cut it off.
Oh, you're good. I don't care. As long as you're still in this podcast right now.
Overall, I do choose the Cowboys because the Cowboys is like one of my second favorite teams.
You have said that. You have said that. It's always for you. It's the Bears and the Cowboys. And I don't hate the Cowboys. I just like making fun of them when they lose because it's like, it's not that I don't like the team. It's I don't like how like annoying some of their fans are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, their fans are like diehard fans.
Like, don't get me wrong. I'm one of the biggest Patriots fans. I'm getting their logo tattooed on my arm. But just because I'm not one of those people that are only a fan because Tom Brady. Like, Mac Jones I think he's going to be a solid quarterback for the future for the New England Patriots. But I'm not going to sit here and say he's an ex-Brady just because he has Belichick as head coach. I think he has a lot of upside. I think he's going to be the best quarterback out of this draft. Unless Justin Fields decides to pop off if they fire Matt Nagy. But Trevor Lawrence doesn't look good. Zach Wilson doesn't look too good. I think he's going to be one of the best players out of this draft this past year. I'm very optimistic about it. I'm a Buccaneers fan strictly because Brady, and I'll openly admit that. If Brady didn't play them, I wouldn't give two shits about him. So who you guys think is going to win MVP of the league this year?
I don't really keep up with too many
I'll be
players.
keeping up with people too. I just be watching the team. Everybody.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. I mean, I'm not just saying this like I said because I'm a Tom Brady dick rider, and I'll openly admit that. I've been a fan of him since I was born. I think Brady's playing really good this year. Today, he didn't look too good against Washington, but I think his stats are going to hold up throughout the year. I think he'll get MVP. Alright, so are there any games coming out this year that you guys looking forward to, even though we're in November?
Hell no, these niggas have me depressed and shit.
You're not gonna get the new Battlefield?
Battle what?
Battlefield?
Hell no.
No?
Oh no, I might get.
I mean, you'll be able to get it off of me.
That nigga, they got that life.
Yeah, your mic.
My bad.
You're good. It's just, you'll be talking and then a few minutes later, it sounds like you're away from your mic.
That shit just be walking away from me.
What y'all want to talk about? We still got another 38 minutes of this recording.
So here's my plan. No, I'm playing.
I'm gonna keep most of this in anyways, because it's not like there's a lot of dead air, and we haven't really said anything that's gonna cancel us.
I mean, I got a topic that could cancel.
I mean, there's plenty of shit we could talk about. Like, all we have to do is start talking about politics, and I'm sure we'll get demonetized real fast.
Dead ass. What else can get us canceled?
Race? Talking about race? Religion?
Talking about
I like to be happy in my room.
For their money, thinking they can get away with it when they really can't.
What? Say that again?
I don't care. I'll get canceled for saying all that shit.
I didn't. Dave, what did you say? Cam's was laughing too loud.
I said we could talk about how females be using us for money and get away with it. Like, come on now.
The
Like you
OnlyFans?
clear,
No.
not just OnlyFans, females in general, bro.
That's a topic.
Bro, not just that. These female artists out here influencing little girls to be shaking their butts and everything
No, no,
and being
I
little
completely
goddesses.
disagree. I completely agree with you because
You
one
about
of,
to say, nigga, you got a daughter.
no,
How you
no,
gonna
that's what
disagree?
I meant to say agree. That's one thing I'm really nervous about is when with my daughter growing up in the social media age, I'm really not looking forward to the day. Stop breathing in your mic.
Sorry, nigga, I'm sick.
I'm not looking forward to the day she comes home and is like, "Oh, I'm getting bullied at school." Why? Oh, because
Or that she got a boyfriend. Which one's scarier?
honestly, more of the
Her.
the social media because I can text somewhat control the boyfriend in a way of like, oh, I don't need to have him at the house, for example. But
What if he a drug dealer?
with social media, I can't really control what other girls are saying about my kid. All I can do is bring it to the attention of the school. But from experience, what the fuck is the school gonna do?
Shit.
Oh, nothing.
It's not about what the school can do. It's about what she gonna do.
I'm just,
Shit, I
it's
know
just one of
that's
those
not
things.
just
And
that
the other
little
thing
girl.
is, with the way these like celebrities be nowadays, I'm not looking forward to who she starts idolizing. Cause I don't want her to look at like Cardi B and think she's an example.
Didn't Cardi B like name her daughter after a direction? Yeah.
I think that was Kim Kardashian. North.
Wait, wait. Then which one didn't? Bro, did she name her after like a bird?
I think so. Like, cause
See,
it's one of those things. Like, there's not a lot of good influences. Like, even us now, at like growing up, like we had athletes. We had Kobe. We had let's see, Kobe, Michael Jordan, Derek Jeter,
Oh,
fucking Derek Jeter, the Yankees, David Ortiz. We had all these players we could look to as athletes. Even for celebrities, we didn't. We had like, I don't know. As a wrestling fan, John Cena, we could look at and be like, I want to be like him.
bro, you can't look at him.
But nowadays, it's what? It's what? Machine Gun Kelly, Travis
How the fuck you
Scott.
gonna look at him?
Shut up.
I'm just.
I just realized what you were saying. But
That
think
man
about
lying
it.
though.
Well, but think about like the generation nowadays. They're looking at Corinna Cop, fucking Machine Gun Kelly, Travis Scott, Drake. And I'm not saying these guys don't have good music or anything like that, but like that's not a
Bro,
good
Drake is
example.
all the time.
You know what I mean? It's just not a good example for kids nowadays. It's just that's kind of scary to think about. Because just think about the next generation. Like if we thought 6ix9ine is bad, what's next? We got them Island Boys or whatever. Like what is that?
Bruh, I'm not even gonna speak on that. Cause that shit. I don't know. Them niggas got their bags for being weird. That shit good. I mean,
Well, you see my point.
yeah, some people get lucky. Some people, you know, it's all about time and place.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh,
Cause like it's like that one of those things like rappers come out at a certain time, they make money, and then a couple years later they're gone. Like what happened to Little Pump? What happened to Little Xan?
Lil Xan, that nigga's still alive. I don't know where,
Is
but I
he?
know he's still alive.
Is it bad that I thought he would have been like dead or overdosed or something
OD,
by now?
yeah. No cap.
Like, if you think
That
about
man.
it, like Little Xan, Little Pump, these people are probably still posting on Instagram thinking they're hot. When rappers have
Well,
passed away and they're still hot shit, like Juice World, you can't go outside, walk down the street without hearing a Juice World song or a X song. The impact they had compared to like Little Pump, who had what, D-Rose, compared to like look at me, you know what I mean? It's like.
Gucci gang.
It's sad that they take the good artists. You know what I mean? Like,
And
Chill
actually,
out, bro. You gotta
Lil
get us
Pump and
keys.
them were actually decent.
I'm
'Cause
not trying.
everybody was a fan of him before
They
that
weren't.
time.
Oh,
It's not that he was decent. It's just that he was in, like in that moment, and
oh,
that people wanted to just turn up. You see what I'm saying? We talk
Lil
about Lil
Pump?
Pump.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
like Smoke Purple and everybody else.
like I'm not gonna
It's
like
like I still listen to Ski Mask, even though that most people don't. But
right. Like me and Dave went to a Little Pump show, and I had a good ass time. But like in 2021, I'm not gonna sit here if Little Pump comes, if he's down my street for just hanging out. I'm not gonna make an effort to go say hi. I just don't really care like that. But if Juice World was still alive and he's down my street, I'm sprinting to go see him.
No shoes,
I want to
no
shake that
pants.
man's hand and say thank you, like for the music you created. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like me and Dave was just talking the other day about how we won't go to another X concert.
It's
Last night we
sad.
tried to go to X concert. X's cousin got shot, so we couldn't even go there. And we had the tickets. We were already in the car. This man I canceled two hours before.
I remember that shit because
No, we respected it.
I was living in Georgia at the time. I'm pretty sure, and I was very jealous because I didn't know he was on tour, and I think it was you, Mike, Mike,
Me,
Colin.
Mike, Dave, Colin, Kobe, Henry, and
Like,
yeah,
just like, let's say that show happened and then X passed away. You'd have the memory of seeing X. You know what I mean?
exactly.
But the impact these guys have had even after they died is just incredible. Like I love classic rock. So, like, and Nirvana is one of my favorite bands. So it's just amazing, like, to think of all the people to this day that wear Nirvana merch because Kurt Cobain and Dave Grohl, and I honestly don't even know the name of the other member, but like the music they created it's different to this day. Biggie, Pac, all these guys, like they've been dead so long and their music still lives on. So who knows how long X's music and Juice will live on.
I tell
As
you what,
long as
more
we
than
got
20
Ski
years.
Mask around, bro, his music's gonna live on forever, bro.
It's true,
They
and
don't say that, bruh.
I even think after if he goes, when he goes, I think their music's still gonna carry on.
Even when Ski Mask is gone, we still gonna be listening to it.
Cause
And like till like we're like 70, I'm pretty sure.
I'm not
And
gonna
then
disagree.
our grandkids gonna be walking into the room talking about some granddad, what you listen to? And then you already
Sit
know what
down,
song is
kitty.
on.
Sit down, kiddo.
Let me
Let's
tell you
listen.
about XXX Tentacion.
That's one thing I'm
You
looking
know
forward
that.
to when Nova gets a little older. I'm gonna be playing like Post Malone, and she's like, "Oh, what's this?" Sit down, and I'm just gonna play her the Stony album from the beginning to the end, and just have her, and I'm gonna sit there and just watch her face, because my expectation is she's gonna love it. When she listens to it, she's probably gonna hate it,
Bruh,
cause
and then she probably gonna have like that duck face from that little girl with two teeth in front.
probably, and
You
she's
gonna
gonna
be
be like, "Oh,
quiet.
you like this? What is this? It's ugly." And then she's gonna put on like, I don't know who makes music. Addison Rae, that TikToker, does she make music?
Bruh, I hope not.
So probably put on something like that, like, "Oh, this is real music." It's just one of those
Probably gonna
things.
find like bad behavior or something.
Going back to the fucking people I don't want my daughter idolizing, Bad Baby.
Bruh, I'm just
Absolutely
stupid.
not. How old is she?
I'm,
Is she like 15 still?
bruh, how's she gonna be 15 for like 8 years? That should make no sense.
I think she's like 18 or 19.
Well, I think she has
She
an
do.
OnlyFans, I'm pretty sure.
She do.
So you gotta be at least 18 for that.
I mean, yeah.
So she's probably
What I
like
know is crazy is that she got the most OnlyFans subscription. Well, she made the most money out of OnlyFans within the first 24 hours.
more than Belle Delphine?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Within the first 24 hours, like these men were really like waiting on her.
Mans was
Just
really horny,
predators,
bro.
bro.
That's kind of gross.
You I know what's sad is that it's like grown ass men.
Yeah, I feel like people must have been waiting on that. Like, oh, she's 18. Oh,
Even some
OnlyFans.
celebrity rappers were.
Who's like the most famous person with an
Bella Thorne. First 24 hours.
from Disney Channel?
Yeah.
She posting news or she posting like bikini pics? Cause you know how some of these people be like, "Oh, sub to my OnlyFans. I'm gonna go all out," and then they post photos of them like holding their hands over their boobs. You know what I mean?
That's basically what she does.
That's not. I guarantee you, she charges like $25 a month, and every post is like $10. I guarantee you that's what she's doing. It's just crazy. Like, I can sit here and say if I was a girl, I'd make an OnlyFans and make bank, but realistically, that's like it kind of is a kind of. It's like a job, honestly. You gotta wake up and do all this shit, interact with everybody. I don't know if I could do that full time. That's a lot of work.
It's a new way to promote yourself. Just say that.
Yeah, that's true. Cause you see these TikTokers, they make a TikTok, it gets through 500,000 likes. Like they're in a bikini, and then they're like link in bio, OnlyFans.
Cause they basically see whoever else has one, and if they're blowing up like that, they're gonna end up asking their followers and stuff, hey, should I make an OnlyFans? With a poll that says yes or no on their Instagram.
And it's what, 98% yes, probably, if not 100.
Yes.
You know what? I've kind of noticed that because there's a couple pages I find that these people I follow, and then it's like, oh, when I turn 18, should I make an OnlyFans? Like the fact that they're already considering it, kind of sad, honestly. Because like they still got so many years of life, and they fucking already thinking about selling their boobs, whatever they're, you know what I mean, selling them shit. Gross. Yeah. But they're not even giving themselves a chance to go out and get a job.
They're not even they're not even looking forward to like actually having a career. They just go straight to OnlyFans.
Right, because then what? They do a background check at work for a job, and the first thing they see is your titties online. Like what? What does that job say? Like, do you really think you're gonna? Actually, the worst part is it's gonna come to that point where that might be a question on like an interview. Do you have an OnlyFans? What do you post?
Yeah, because it is likely possible for that to happen. Because if you're on a platform like that, selling your body and selling pictures of yourself, and you quit that like months or years later and try to get an actual career, they're going to try and look at what you've been doing before you get that job.
It's a really good point. It's very scary to think about, though. Like, I look at it as a dad, but like, so like if you guys were a dad, someday I hope that it happens to you guys. But like, you have a daughter and you find out she has an OnlyFans. How do you handle that? Because if that ever happens, my daughter's going on the street.
If she tells me, or if I already know what she's doing, then it's gonna be an immediate, like, you either get a real job, or you gotta get out the house, because you can't just be doing this. This isn't everyday. This is not gonna be an everyday thing that you're doing.
I completely agree. I like to hope one day no one ever does that, and like I said, with the way the world's going, the girls on Instagram and all that shit, I'm not gonna stop her from having all the social media, but I'm gonna do the best I can to raise her the best, so that way she doesn't. But if I find out she's ever doing something like that, regardless of what her mom thinks, regardless of what everyone thinks, delete all that shit or get out my house. It's as simple as that. Because you're not like, it's the same thing as she has a boy over. Because we were growing up, we all thought if you have a girl over, you're gonna end up doing stuff. I'm not gonna sit here and act like you're not, because like we would all, like, if we had a girl in our room right now, like, you'd be trying to smash. That's just, it is what it is. But if you're gonna do that in my house, I'm gonna tell you not to. Like, honestly, don't do that shit under my roof. But I'm not an idiot. I know you're gonna anyways. So don't fucking let me find out, because it's your ass. It's like, I will fucking kill you. You know what I mean? Because it's one of those things. It's like, if you tell someone not to do something, they're gonna do it. But I have to look at it from if it was me. Like, you're telling me, Cam, if Beyonce's sitting on your bed ass naked, you ain't gonna smash? No, nothing. No.
Did you hear me?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I've been talking this whole time. I said Beyonce got a big bank.
But you see what do you guys see where I'm coming from though?
Yeah.
I mean, if I was you, I would choose somebody besides Beyonce. You know, she got a big
No,
bank account.
no, but outside, like with no, like if you tell a kid don't do something, like if your mom
They
tells you
still gonna do it.
don't go out and don't go out to that party, what do you see in the movies? They sneak out and go to the party.
Yep.
Exactly. Then get
And
chased by a killer.
okay, I wasn't expecting that. But you see, but you understand. That's like I can't. I'm gonna tell you like to your face, don't do that shit in my house. But I'm not stupid enough to the point where I know you're not going to. But don't let me catch you because you're dead. I'll whoop you and I'm kicking you out the house. You know what I mean?
Open like a runaway slave. Why you laugh?
I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that.
That nigga's wild. He laughed a little bit too quick. Dave's still processing the joke. Dakota just.
What? No, I didn't laugh at it. I never. I heard you.
Alright, just so you guys know, we've been recording for about 30 minutes already. We still got another 21 minutes to go. So what else you guys think? What's been on your mind lately? Someone's adjusting their mic.
Most females don't know how to cook, and that shit's sad.
You're not wrong. You ain't wrong.
Like, bitch, have you never made a sandwich in your life?
I'm never gonna forget dating a girl. And I'm not gonna name names, but we were dating and I spent the night at her house. So we woke up and we were hanging out in her room and I'm like, hey, can you do me a favor? I'm very hungry. I don't know, I'm not like close to your family like that. It's weird if I go in your kitchen and make food. Can you make, is it like, I was like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but can you make me a sandwich, like, or get me something to eat? She's like, yeah, I got some lunch meat in the kitchen. This girl goes down to the kitchen while I'm sitting in her room. I think we were watching Dexter at the time. She walks back in the room with the sandwich and she hands me it. And I'm like, I just wanted a sandwich. She's like, oh, I know. On the plate it was 2 pieces of bread. And it was like, she handed me like the packages of the bologna and the cheese and as if I was gonna make it myself. I was like, you want me to make it myself? She's like, I don't know how to make a sandwich.
Oh my.
I was like, you don't know how to make a sandwich? What? I honestly didn't believe her. I was like, you serious? You don't know like how to put bread and meat together? So like, I'm like, Google it. Like, get your phone and make the sandwich. That's like the easiest thing to make. She's like, oh, okay, let me try. And this girl straight up pulls out her phone as if I honestly thought she was joking. She pulls out her iPhone, starts googling this shit. She put half of the pack, you know the Oscar Mayer bologna, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So it's like that little, it's a circle and it's like the stack of it. She takes half the stack of the meat, puts it on a bread. She takes 2 slices of that Kraft American cheese, puts that on there. And then she takes maybe, I don't know, a quarter of the bottle of mustard and puts it on top and handed that shit to me on a plate with some potato chips. And I'm like, mentally, I'm like, what the fuck? Why is there so much meat on this shit? And then
right after.
And my second thought was, do I be mean and tell her I'm not gonna eat this? Cause it's like, so what I did is I was like, oh, thanks, babe, I appreciate it. And I took 1 bite, and let me tell you, I never spit something out so fast. Cause you know what she failed to tell me? The bologna was out of date.
So what you're saying is that you were dating a dirty bitch.
Yup.
Bro, I just went on Instagram, right? And tell me why I get something that pops up. And it says the Astro World death toll is now 10 as a 9-year-old.
Already?
As a 9-year-old.
That nigga collecting souls.
A 9-year-old was on life support, has passed away.
10 people already. Holy.
Yep, and it was the 9-year-old that was with his father.
I'm never gonna understand. I don't understand that. How are you gonna be 9 years old? I mean, I understand your point. Like we were texting about it, about the Fortnite and the Travie Patty, as you called it. But even at, like, could you imagine having a kid and bringing them like they're 9 years old and bringing them to an Eminem concert, for example?
Yeah, that's the thing. His dad was basically saying he didn't know it was gonna be that wild.
Yeah,
Oh,
it sounds like a Playboy Cardi
so the kid
concert.
was like, "Hey, I want to go see this guy," and the dad
Yeah,
bought the tickets, not knowing.
they both like Travis Scott and they purchased tickets and went and didn't expect it to
Oh,
be that wild.
I mean, I kind of understand that, but I've never been to a concert or even a music festival, because I've been to a handful of them that have gotten that crazy, and I've seen some of the heaviest dubstep DJs in the world with mosh pits and everything, and I've never heard of anything like this. Because a
Have you
couple,
ever been anywhere? Like in a mosh pit?
of course, they're a lot of fun. Because the
Or like
thing
in a concert
is,
pit?
like when I went to go see, I went to Moonrise Festival in 2016, and one of my favorite DJs was playing, Flosstradamus. Um,
Yeah.
he was like, he has a song called Mosh Pit, and I was there with my dad and my friend Alex. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go in a mosh pit because the song's Mosh Pit. I don't know if I'm ever gonna go to a festival again. Fuck it. I go in the mosh pit, and if you fall, you pick them up. Like that's just the rule.
Yeah,
You're because technically you are throwing punches, you are bumping into everybody. Like you're technically beating the shit out of people, but you're all there for the same reason. You're all there to release some kind of frustration in the mosh pit. If someone falls over, you pick them up. If they drop something, you give it back to them. That's just how it is. So I don't understand how if you're doing a mosh pit at a rap show. Travis Scott's music I get because it's bassier, it's upbeat, like Goosebumps. Like when that bass hits, I get it. But what kind? Like I don't understand why you're gonna mosh pit and you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Like is that where all this stuff is coming from when all these people are dying? Was it a mosh pit or did something else happen?
it was
Nah,
just
they were all
mad
trying to get to the front.
crowded.
Mind you, they have all that
Oh,
space, but they were all trying to get to the front. If they were just backed up just a little, nobody would have died like that.
I didn't know.
Like,
I thought this was from mosh pits because I saw videos that day, like before the festival
It
like
was
kicked
like,
off. People were breaking down the barriers to get in.
yeah,
yeah,
those were
they just
people
want to
who
see
were
us.
like, yeah, they didn't even bother to like go through the line. They were even breaking through like the security line
I
and
don't even think they
go
had
back
tickets.
inside. Yeah,
They
half of
don't.
them didn't have tickets.
They didn't
Like
pay for
I
it.
I think I saw it on like Hoodville on Instagram. Shout out Hoodville.
Bruh.
Shout out Hood
Bruh, imagine,
Clips. But like
imagine
that.
just paying for it and then they knock down the fence right after.
That happens at a bunch of shows actually. Cause even what is it, Lollapalooza in Chicago? That happened maybe a year or two ago. Well, maybe it was either this last year or a couple years ago. I think it was the day. I think it was Travis Scott once again. He was headlining and they broke down the barrier to get in. But you never see that stuff at like I don't know. Who else is a famous rapper with the festival? Is there any? Rolling Loud. Do you even see that at Rolling Loud?
No, because
Yeah.
not because they actually have everything well set up, and not just that the artists check on their fans afterwards, like throughout songs.
That's one thing I noticed. There's a lot of TikToks and Instagram posts after this whole thing where like I'm not a fan of her, but Billie Eilish, like there has been fans at her like when she had smaller venues, they'd pass out and she would give them her personal water bottle, like the one that she takes with her everywhere. Same thing with Harry Styles. I saw him do the same thing. Post Malone played Gov Ball in 2017, and he was playing Rockstar, and you know that's one of his biggest songs. He stopped his
Mhm.
set and said, "Until that fan gets help, I'm not playing another song." So you don't see many people do it. I just don't get why Travis Scott, arguably the biggest rapper in the world, at his own festival, didn't handle things better.
He
Granted, you
said,
Granted, you can blame it on the organizers of the festival. 'Cause he doesn't personally hire the security, but he has the money to make sure shit's done right.
exactly, and he has the money to pay back just in case that they're like, oh, since that you stopped this show that we could sue you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and if it got so bad, all he had to do was stop the show and refund people. Cause it's not like he doesn't have the money to survive. That man
If I,
has so much
I
money.
was, I was
Not only
talking to
that, he
my
probably
mom
owns
about
real estate.
this. I was talking to my mom about this. Basically, she was saying it shouldn't be an artist's job to check on fans after seeing somebody else get hurt.
She's
And
not
I
That's
wrong.
get,
not true.
I
She's not
mean,
Hold
wrong
on, wait,
though.
wait, wait.
I mean,
Hold
she's
on,
not
say
wrong,
again.
but at the same time, it should be the
It shows how much
artist's.
you care for your fans.
Yeah, it should be the artist's responsibility for having crowd control and everything like that.
That's true. Like the other night, like you saw me on my Snapchat story. I was at Black Veil Brides, and the lead singer Andy Biersack, he was singing one of his most popular songs, and one of the girls I met earlier in the show at the meet and greet, she was like passing out on the front row because she was camping out. She wasn't drinking enough water. He literally like was in the middle of a song singing, crouched down and checked on her, had the security make sure she was okay, and all this stuff. So I don't, and it's not like he's a big artist. Like I'm not sitting here saying he's not well
You
known.
don't gotta be a big artist to be a human.
Exactly. Like it's just common human decency.
Yeah, because the thing about Travis Scott was that he has enough money to survive for like the next 10 years.
Easy.
Some of his fans probably like saved like mad money just to go to that event, and probably won't have enough money to like pay the bills for next one. You see
Exactly.
what I'm
When
And like,
I had my concert ticket the other day was $30, and I wasn't like,
it's expensive.
that's not a lot for a concert. Cause Post Malone
Nah,
a couple
nah,
years
that shit
ago,
expensive.
when I went to go see Post Malone the other day, I wish, the
No, no,
other,
no, for what you get, that is expensive. Because back in the day, that they used to have like kids go, like Dougie Fresh, Easy E and them. They all used to have like some of their fans hop on stage and dance with them and shit. Nowadays you can't even get on stage with your favorite artist.
no, you're
You
not
just listen
wrong.
at the rap.
I paid $30 for my ticket for my show for the show. I paid $108 for the meet and greet, and I didn't. When I thought about getting the meet and greet, I didn't know if I'd be able to. I had to sit down, do a little bit of a budget to make sure I can comfortably pay my bills. So if that show got canceled, for example, I'd be upset that I didn't get to meet my favorite band and go see my favorite band. But if it was because of a fan in line got hurt before the show, I'd understand because that's just human fucking decency. You know what I mean?
Uh,
It's just one of those things. Like even if I didn't get refunded, sure I'd be pissed, but they gotta do what they gotta do as an artist.
But
It's crazy. It's crazy. But
yeah,
10 people already. Wow, that was fast. How old did you say he was, Dave?
9.
That's crazy to think about. Like when I was 9, I was just playing in the woods. You know what I mean? Like he had so much
but
life
that
to
don't
live.
make it sound better. You just
No,
said
no,
when you
I
was
know,
not
but
playing
you
in
know,
the
like think
woods.
about it. Like when you were 9, you were just so innocent, doing whatever. Like he had
Shit,
so
I
much
was a
life to live.
badass little kid at the age of 9.
Well, before we continue with whatever else we got talking about, because we got 9 minutes left. Rest in peace to all the victims, and this is a tragedy that happened at the
Straight up.
Astro World Fest. Rest in peace to all the kids and I think thoughts and prayers, T's and P's, T's and P's,
T's and P's.
thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, as in
Oh,
chat.
I thought you were like, what's that mean? Yeah,
Nah,
it's just a
it's in
sad thing to
chat.
happen. It's like just one of those things. It didn't need to happen. It shouldn't have happened. I'm hoping I
Could
saw
have
that
been prevented.
I saw that he's at least paying for the funerals, which is it's better than nothing. But
I mean,
it's something, I guess.
the funeral doesn't really cost that much depending on where you go.
He's related to the Kardashians, isn't he?
No? What? I think
Isn't
he's
he?
dating one.
So
Yeah,
by
yeah, I
technicality,
think
he
he's
has
dating the youngest.
so by technicality he has access to that money. So you really ain't paying shit.
Technically. Especially if he asks Kanye for some money too. Since
Yeah.
he Dan Kardashian too. He might know his struggle.
Well, we got 8 minutes left. So before we wrap this up, let's. I just got one
Coca
final.
Pepsi. Nah, I'm fine.
Maybe the next episode we'll do a this or that, and maybe we'll rate like different sodas, different our opinions on different things like that. You know what I mean? Like Coke or Pepsi, Call of Duty, Battlefield, Halo, and this and that. Maybe we'll do that for our next episode. That we have a good topic because this is our first episode, anyways. So we're just rambling on. But the last
Shit, Halo
question,
show Master Chief's face.
well, last 7 minutes. What are your thoughts on album of the year 2021? What is it?
Album of the year? Shit!
It's not
I
what you
wanna
think is
say
gonna
my
win.
boy. Hold on, go ahead.
It's not who's gonna win the Grammy, because we all know it's gonna be whatever Taylor Swift or Billie Eilish puts out. In your
Okay.
opinion, what's your album of the year of 2021?
Dave, you want to go first? Then
I
Dakota.
don't know. I've just listening to old songs lately.
Come on, Dave. Mad shit's been dropping this shit
I
like
got
Sleep,
two, I
Like
got two
what?
Chef G.
I got two opinions, but I want to make sure one of them actually came
Oh,
out this year.
probably Sleepy Hollow.
Who's that by?
Sleepy Hollow. Which
Mm,
album?
the
Remember I had
recent one.
basketball dreams. That shit.
Hmm.
I hit the block and shot a different type of. I
Oh,
bet.
that came out in 2020? Oh, okay, so that doesn't count. Never mind.
I then which one is yours?
Okay, so what I was gonna say is No Pressure by Logic, but because that came out.
Bro,
Bruh,
you changed my mind.
that's
Yeah.
No,
old.
no, but that came out in
Dave,
2020.
it's for this year.
That came out in
Oh, this
2020.
year?
So I thought
Oh,
I was gonna say that album because that album is really fucking good. But I want to hear
Yeah.
your guys' opinions because we got a couple minutes left. I want your opinions before I say mine.
Dave says Sleepy Hollow's album, the one that had basketball dreams on it. I can't remember it, but I think it's Stay Sleep.
still sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you, Cam?
I'm gonna say TLOP5. That shit had me going, but I still look
Oh,
TLOP4s, which is The Life of Pierre Born 5. I fucks with that heavy. Hulu's my shit, you
okay,
know. And that when the album transitions, this one you can actually transition to anyone because it flows right into it, and it's like a cool little vibe. Go ahead and check that
okay.
out.
I'm gonna have to listen to both of those because I haven't heard those personally.
Yeah,
So,
it's mad smooth.
mine is actually like Donda by Kanye West.
Oh,
Really?
matter of fact, I changed my mind. Certified Lover Boy, bro.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen. Kanye West is the greatest rapper of all time.
I mean, but Drake had the better album.
I
Say that
didn't,
again.
I
That's the
didn't,
thing.
I didn't listen to, I haven't listened to CLB yet. The only song I heard was Way Too Sexy, but that is a bop. I'm not gonna sit here and deny it. That song is very good.
Bro, you gotta listen to Girl Want Girls.
But as I'm sitting here right now, from what I've listened to, I've listened to Tyler the Creator's album, which was very good. Donda, I have on repeat all the time. But if Big Time Rush drops an album, it's over. I'm sorry,
You already
guys.
know it.
I
You
don't
already know
care.
it.
I don't care if it's the worst shit. It's the law. If Big Time Rush drops, you bump that shit till the day you die. Worldwide was in my playlist in the shower yesterday. I damn near slipped in that shit with jamming to that.
Shit, his ass went worldwide.
Well, but Donda is the greatest album of 2021, in my opinion. It's my opinion. It's my opinion.
Yeah. We get it.
So what I'm gonna do is we'll wrap this up for today. The next one we'll record will be topics. We'll probably dump in the best TV shows of all time, best movies of all time. Maybe we'll do a top 10 list, and we'll do this or that. And
Yeah,
yeah,
we can do a tier list.
we'll do a tier list for best movies of all time, best TV shows, best animes of all time.
We're gonna have to throw out a couple bitches.
We could probably do our best anime of all time as its own episode.
That's not even a question.
Because we could even do best athlete of all time, best football player, NFL player, all that shit. We could do all that as their own episodes, mini episodes even. Instead of an hour, we could do that about a half hour, I'm thinking. But
Yeah, but we could easily wrap that up within 15.
let's wrap this up. My name's Dakota. You guys gonna say bye.
Shabalaba ding dong.
You ain't gonna you're not gonna sign off. You're just gonna.
About to catch you later. It's your boy Cam.
Well, waiting on you, Dave.
Ooh,
You didn't say peace out and
I
sign
did.
off.
I said shabalaba ding dong.
Oh shit. Let's plug our social medias. Hang on. Follow me on Instagram at. I'll put it up on screen, but it's a Dakota Bove 11. It's a French spelling. Follow Davion at d.avion_b. And follow Cam at shut the fuck up. Follow Cam at Cam14M4 on Instagram as well. We're gonna sign off for now. We'll catch y'all soon. Peace.